Welcome to the Healthy Relationship and Marriage Education Training, also known as HRMET. This training was developed through a multi-state cooperative agreement funded by the Administration on Children, Youth, and Families Children's Bureau. The overarching goal of this project was to develop and deliver a relationship and marriage education training for child welfare professionals. The training includes 8 total modules. Although the concepts and principles reviewed in each module can stand alone, they are interrelated and build on each other. As such, we recommend that you complete the series of modules sequentially. However, feel free to come back at any time to view modules again as a refresher. This introductory module contains background information about the project as well as some explanations about applying relationship and marriage education in child welfare services. For additional information, review the fact sheets provided on the web page below. The training project was headed by the University of Missouri and was a collaborative effort among team members from cooperative extension colleagues at land-grant universities in Arkansas, Georgia, Iowa, and North Carolina. Content of this training is based on the core components featured in the National Extension Relationship and Marriage Education Model, also known as HRMET, which was developed by extension specialists and educators who are members of the National Extension Relationship and Marriage Education Network, also known as HRMET. HRMET is comprised of human and family development extension professionals who work with state and community partners to improve relationships and marriages through education. To learn more about HRMET and other relationship and marriage education resources available through Cooperative Extension, visit www.hrmet.org. Simply put, the purpose of relationship and marriage education is to teach principles and skills that can strengthen couple relationships. Effective relationship and marriage education is based on research that has identified the types of factors and processes that promote healthy couple relationships. These modules will describe what research shows makes a difference in helping individuals develop and maintain healthy, safe, and stable couple relationships. Take a moment to think about some individuals or couples with whom you have worked. Has there ever been a time when you thought, I wish I had something to give them to help them get along better? Or, I wish I had something to give this mother who is thinking about jumping into her next relationship? The objective of these modules is to give you some extra tools in your toolbox that you can use to help strengthen couple, co-parenting, and/or marital relationships. There are 2 overarching goals of the Healthy Relationship and Marriage Education Training. The first goal is to support professionals in their efforts to improve the safety, stability, and well-being of children by helping parents and caregivers develop the knowledge and skills needed to form and maintain healthy couple, co-parenting, and marital relationships. Shortly, I will describe to you the connection between healthy couple relationships and child safety. The second goal of this training is to provide practical resources and tools you can use to teach skills that lead to healthy couple relationships and marriage education. Each training module provides information and tools that will help build protective factors for families that may help prevent future child welfare involvement. Sometimes healthy relationship and marriage efforts and child welfare efforts seem to be at odds. When children are involved, however, both share the same ultimate goal: to strengthen families and improve child outcomes to ensure child safety, permanency, and well-being. As illustrated on the slide, research shows that the quality of couple and co-parenting relationships has a direct link to the quality of parenting. In turn, we know that quality parenting has a positive impact on children's safety and well-being. Supporting parents and helping strengthen their relationship as a couple or as co-parents can have beneficial outcomes for children. Parents' relationship quality and how they parent may improve when they are encouraged to think of themselves as a team, whether parenting together or apart, and when parents are helped to consider their relationship both separate from and in relation to their interactions with their children. Research shows that relation education benefits families during major transitions. Involvement with the child welfare system can be viewed as a time of transition or crisis for many families. Child welfare professionals can help support individuals and couples by making referrals to relationship and marriage education, responsible fatherhood programs, and other support services that will help strengthen and promote healthy relationships. Relationship and marriage education is relevant to many of the individuals and families you serve. The principles and skills reviewed in these modules can be applied to all couple and co-parenting relationships, regardless of marital status or sexual orientation. First, relationship and marriage education has many benefits for married couples, including newlyweds as well as couples married for many years. Married couples include biological parents, stepfamilies, grandparents raising grandchildren, and foster and adoptive parents. Second, relationship and marriage education can help strengthen unmarried individuals and couples' relationships. This can include unmarried parents who are romantically involved but do not live together, or those who are living together or cohabitating. This can also help unmarried parents who are not romantically involved but want to maintain a healthy co-parenting relationship. As well, single parents who are trying to develop new romantic relationships could benefit from relationship education. The tools and principles shared can help single parents make healthy decisions as they meet potential partners and begin new relationships. Decisions they make about dating partners will impact their own and their child's well-being and safety. Finally, relationship and marriage education is not just about teaching adults about relationship development and skills. Youth also need to learn these skills in order to establish healthy adult relationships. Child welfare professionals are in a good position to help youth who might be more vulnerable to forming unhealthy relationships, either by working directly with youth or with their parents or other caregivers. Many youth who are involved in the child welfare system have grown up in households where they were exposed to domestic violence, substance abuse, and other risks that hinder healthy relationship development. They often lack role models who can demonstrate what is meant by a healthy relationship. As well, pregnant and parenting teens may benefit from learning what is meant by domestic violence and how it can impact children, as well as how to make relationship decisions that will improve their child's well-being and safety. As stated earlier, the intent of relationship and marriage education is to teach skills. Relationship and marriage education is not for those currently in abusive relationships or who experience domestic violence. Some recent research shows that relationship and marriage education can help couples who lack communication skills and sometimes use verbal aggression to get their message across. However, research tends to show that relationship and marriage education can actually be more harmful to couples where one partner uses domestic violence as a means to control his or her partner. Professional help is required for these couples, not relationship and marriage education. In addition to individuals and couples experiencing domestic violence, others who would not benefit from relationship education include those who have serious emotional or mental health issues, substance abuse problems, or other severe challenges. Before introducing relationship and marriage education to these individuals and couples, they first require outside professional intervention that is beyond the scope of relationship and marriage education. Although relationship and marriage education may be helpful down the road, chances are they need professional services if they are remaining together. while they also address these other matters. Many families in the child welfare system face numerous risks, including high economic stress, low education levels, lack of job security, a history of abuse and neglect, and many more that are illustrated on this slide. How well individuals and couples cope with these risks has an impact on their relationship. Having a few of these risk factors does not necessarily mean an individual or couple cannot create and maintain a healthy relationship. However, as these risks pile up, an individual or couple experiences greater stress and is more likely to experience relationship problems and put their child at risk for abuse and neglect. Thus, we understand that the families served in the child welfare system have many needs that need to be addressed. However, as assistance is provided to meet those needs, be mindful of how the couple relationship is being impacted and what can be provided to maintain a healthy and safe relationship while those other needs are attended to. Importantly, individuals and couples really have to want to have a healthy relationship. For relationship and education efforts to be successful, they have to want to make the relationship work. When we hear the term healthy relationship, many of the same types of characteristics come to mind. Relationship researchers have conducted numerous studies to identify the types of features that characterize healthy relationships, and there are common themes. For example, healthy relationships require good communication, commitment, and trust, just to name a few. How would you describe the nature and quality of your clients' relationships? Research also shows that couple relationship quality varies over time, and what it takes to maintain a healthy relationship may differ across populations, such as couples with no children, new parents, stepfamilies, incarcerated partners, and military couples. Still, couples can learn skills to establish a healthy relationship. As such, the tools offered in this training were developed so you can teach skills that would be useful to diverse audiences. However, as a professional, you have more experience and a better understanding of the clients you serve. Use that experience to determine which tools would be more appropriate for your clients or would require modification to best meet their needs. As noted earlier, this training is based on a curriculum focused on teaching skills and principles that research shows can promote and sustain healthy relationships. These skills and principles can be summarized in 7 simple concepts: care for self, choose, know, care, share, manage, and connect. The first 4, care for self, choose, know, and care, are qualities in a healthy relationship that individuals control. These are things that an individual does for himself or herself, his or her partner, and the relationship. The other 3 skills and principles, share, manage, and connect, are what a couple does together to promote the health and stability of their relationship. The modules in this training will walk you through each of these concepts separately. You will learn how each one is important to promoting healthy relationships. As well, you will learn some strategies that you can integrate into your work with clients to help them strengthen their skills in each of these areas, and in turn promote child safety, permanency, and well-being. We invite you to explore the HRMET website to see the many resources that are available, including tools and fact sheets that can be printed and shared with clients. We will refer to these materials throughout each of the training modules. You may prefer to print out all of the materials ahead of time, or you can pause the video and click on the appropriate links as you proceed through each module. Note that some fact sheets are intended to provide professionals with background information about key concepts in each module, while other fact sheets are designed to be printed and shared with clients. As you review the tools, note that page 1 of each tool provides instructions for you to follow as you introduce concepts and use the tools with clients. The second page of each tool can be copied and shared with clients as you see fit. You know well that this information may not benefit all of the individuals and couples with whom you work. You might need to start by asking clients, do you want a healthy relationship? Do you want to work together to raise your child? Do you want what is best for your child? If so, I have some tools and resources that might help. We recognize that some of you have very heavy caseloads, and your goal is to assess, refer, and close the case. For you, addressing broader couple and family relationship issues may create more work. We hope you will still find opportunities to use these resources. Others of you may have fewer cases, but still a lot. But you do not know of any relationship or marriage education opportunities available in your community to refer families to. You are it. For you, these tools may be a helpful resource as you try to meet the multiple needs of the families you serve. Congratulations, you have completed Module 1, Introduction to the Healthy Relationship and Marriage Education Training. Please proceed with Module 2, Care for Self, which addresses the importance of maintaining physical, sexual, emotional, and spiritual wellness to help support healthy relationships. If you have any questions about this training or these modules, contact Dr. David Schramm from the University of Missouri or Dr. Ted Futris from the University of Georgia. Their contact information is provided on the right panel.